So, as I was browsing the App Store looking for mobile games to play in my last video, I stumbled across a game called Tank Force, only to discover that this game is on Steam as well. Well, hey, other game companies have made decent mobile versions of their PC games as well, so maybe this might be decent too. But boy oh boy, this is definitely not that. Oh, it definitely bodes well that the first thing I see when I open this game is a special offer that costs $50 US. And it's also advertising even more things to buy. I mean, there really isn't a shortage of things to buy in this game. So, just to kind of get the most obvious thing out of the way, is this a mobile game port? Yes, it is. This game is available on Android, and if you're going to play any tank mobile game, check out my videos on those. I explain, like, whether they're any good or not in those. And I specifically kind of held off on this one because it's on Steam as well. So there's a difference, really. The fact that you've got premium, you've got stuff to buy all the time, and let's see, you've got tank slots to buy, and let's just have a look at the store. All of the vehicles that you can buy. I mean, they, to their credit, have only a handful of premium vehicles, and the rest are available for in-game currency. The difference is the sheer amount of time it's going to take to get to this level. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. And there's 3 tech trees. If you were to put any money into any game, I don't know if I could recommend this. Right, let's get into a battle and see if this is any good. Alright, well, to begin with, graphically this looks like a game from like 2009. You know, a game about 10 years old. I don't know why the tank is moving so slowly, but, you know, at least it works with mouse and keyboard well enough. This does feel really incredibly slow. Hello! I'm shooting AP rounds at you. Yay! Oh, okay, well, I'm on fire, so I'm gonna put that out. Oh, I'm being shot at from a different angle. Okay, everyone's just using APFS, like they're shooting the more powerful rounds, so I might as well just use those. Those are the rounds that cost actual money, I think. So, if everyone's just gonna use that, then I might as well. It can zoom in, too. And it makes the sensitivity on the mouse go really weird. It's just like, oh yeah, you can turn like this so normally, and then suddenly it's like this. Yeah. Oh, he's got a shiny skin, look at him. He spent a lot of money on this game. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't think it is. Let's keep shooting him. Can I hit him in the side here? No, I can't. Like, there is some level of, like, damage modeling in the sense that you can kind of do more damage from certain angles, like if you hit them in the rear. But it's not that complex. Like, it is very, very simple. Alright, let's hit him in there. I mean, I know I'm using a CV90, but the gun firing doesn't really have like a lot of presence. Every tank has the same kind of firing sound, which makes it very, very hard to tell who's shooting at what. At the same time, because you kind of do the same amount of damage anyway, it's kind of a matter of trading shells until one of you dies. So whoever shoots first, if you're in the same kind of tank, you're gonna kind of do the same amount of damage. It doesn't really make a difference. So I've never liked the sort of arcadey hit point based tank games because it's like a very slow first-person shooter, and that doesn't really work. Okay, and then we get rank up, and this is asking me to buy VIP again, of course. And rate the game. I wonder, if I give it that rating, what's it doing? Oh, it's opening the Steam store page. Well, at least they went through the effort of changing that. You know, I was half expecting it to actually open the Android or Google Play Store. There we go. So, of course, you can do some upgrades. They're all pretty basic stuff for the most part, but you still have this delivery thing, which makes you wait in real time for stuff to get delivered. Which, on a mobile game, I understand that to an extent, you know, when you have, like, the bigger upgrades. But on PC, who wants to sit around waiting, you know? And you do have to wait for it. Like, you do have to actually wait for that. So if I go and upgrade my main gun right now, do I have the money to do it? Yeah, I do. It's gonna take 2 seconds, right? Let me just hit that. Nope, I've got to boost the delivery of the main gun. Even though at that point in time it's free, but you can expect it's gonna cost money once it's actually, you know, at a high enough level where it takes a lot longer. It's just one of those things where it's just like, why did you keep this in here? Alright, now we don't have enough, and immediately it's taken me to the store to go and buy more silver, or credits, or whatever they're calling it. It is silver, okay. Yeah, and also, if you're looking at the pricing of everything, look, you've got 90,600 gold, for 100 USD. That's on sale. And then silver-wise, you got 33 million for 100 gold. Now, bear in mind, so a tier 11 is still 50 million silver. So it's going to cost you more than $100 worth of silver to buy this. If you want a Leclerc or a Stingray, 22,440. Now let's go back again and have a look at that. So gold, 90,000, $100. Okay, that's $100. That means a tier 8 premium tank would normally cost, it says 67,900 there. So that would be roughly about 60 US dollars, but it's been discounted down to 47. So it's about 50 bucks roughly, between 40 and $50. And then this is about $25. So with the amount of gold that you get for it, you could probably buy 3 premium tanks, maybe even 4. Yeah, 10. Yeah, you could just about afford all of these if they're on sale. If they're not on sale, you can only get 2 of them, basically, because that'll be about 90,000 there. In fact, no, you wouldn't even be able to buy these 2, so you could probably buy the Centauro and the Stingray. And that's not counting in the premium stuff either. And I know a lot of other games do this. A lot of other games do this kind of thing. But to see it in a mobile game is normal. To see it on Steam, usually not. And they do at least have ways of balancing it. Now, I want to talk about these shells here for a second, because this is where it gets really bad. So, we have APCR here, and we have AP shells. The AP shell will do between 183 and 197.5 damage, minus reduction from armor, because the game actually does that. It also has APCR, which does basically 100 damage more at the minimum, and has the capability of damaging modules. AP shells apparently don't, and these are set to replenish automatically. Bear in mind, by the way, these are gold shells, so you'd have to spend actual premium currency on shells like these. Now, World of Tanks did this, and got a lot of backlash for it, understandably so, but this game decided, we're gonna do that as well, without understanding why people hated it. So, as you saw in the game just now, when I was doing some serious damage to other players, or bots, I'm not really sure which one, yeah, I was shooting actual money at them. That's what's going on. And if we look at equipment, we've got the same sort of consumables, in fact, pretty much exactly the same. Repair kit, although this is kind of not really that important unless people are shooting premium, which of course, if they are, then you will take that kind of damage. You got a fire extinguisher, and then you've got the universal kit, which has both. And it takes less time to do it, but it costs a little bit more. You've also got improved fuel, and basically you can kind of see that, you know, it's so much so World of Tanks, but it's ever so slightly worse in every way. So, this is where I'm going to get to something I really, really despise about games like this. We have these decals, right? You can get the bear one if you're a troglodyte. You can get the eagle one if you have no taste. You can get the England one if you're a yobbo. I'm kidding, by the way. But the thing is, if you look at these stats on the side here, all of these decals change stats. They do only cost 20 gold, which is something you can get from completing daily tasks, but it affects your stats. Why? No, and not only that, there's a different amount, because I can only get this skin, which is the silvery brother-in-arms skin, by having the premium. And look at the stat change. Look at that. So the premium one is flat out better. Look at the increase in damage, 33 points more damage, and you have increased rate of fire. So your DPS goes up. There's no question about it. Your DPS will go up by doing that. That is insane. Like, why does this exist? And it doesn't stop there, because camouflage does this too. And camouflage has different stats as well. So the basic camouflage for 4 gold does that. And then we've got the camouflage for the seasonal events. I believe that's what that is. Like, it seems kind of arbitrary as to what does what. And the fact that camo can reduce damage, like, that's 6%. In fact, if I wanted to do it, 40 gold, right? Flat out 40 gold, which is the most expensive camo here, I think, right now. It has the best stats. Like, flat out the best stats. Look at the difference. Like, it's crazy just how bad this is when it comes to that sort of thing. It's so blatantly pay to win. And in fact, this is the sort of game where pay to win as a phrase was created. So, frankly, yeah, I would say that if there are student projects, Unity-based tank games that are available on Steam, that are cheap or free, that would be far better at putting your money into. This is free to play on Steam. It is a mobile port, and it should have stayed on mobile. And frankly, even on mobile, there are better games out there. If you want to find out more about those, check out some of my other videos. I really can't bring myself to play this anymore. I just wanted to bring attention to this kind of game on Steam and the fact that it really, really shouldn't be there. My name is Panzer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.